everybody, how are you doing? Welcome back to another YouTube video. I think we have to address the two elephants in the room. Elephant one, elephant two. It's been actually now 2 weeks since I got my breast augmentation, and I wanted to give you a full update, review how I'm doing, why I did it, all of the information that you've been asking for. I want to preface by saying this is by no means me telling you to go do it. This is just me telling you my experience, a bit of education, I guess, and if you've been thinking about it, kind of the pros and the cons. So without further ado, let's get into it. Since I gave birth to my son, my body definitely changed a lot. I don't really speak about it too much because every time I talk about something, people are like, yeah, but you bounce back really quickly, and then it's like, okay, whatever. But everyone has their own upsides and downfalls as well when it comes to pregnancy. Every woman's journey is very different. But one of the things that changed drastically about me were my boobs. I breastfed Arlo for I think about 3 months, give or take. And then after that, it just kind of disappeared, went flat. And I waited 1 year postpartum to really go for it. And before then I did all of my research, but I just didn't feel confident. The other thing that happened post having a baby, which has never happened to me before, is one boob was significantly larger than the other one. And so that disproportionality just made me feel a little bit insecure. And I've had people comment and say, did you get your boobs done because of the comments online? I think this is an interesting one because, you know, when you have an insecurity that you're aware of and that you've been living with that insecurity for maybe over a decade, and then when you put yourself online, for someone to target that specific insecurity does heighten those emotions. But I want to preface by saying I had that insecurity beforehand, and yeah, there was comments online, but it wasn't to the point where I was like, because I've read that comment, I'm now going to take the surgery. It was already there, and then I just thought, fuck it, let me just do it. I actually went to Beverly Hills. Her name is Dr. Kat. I can't stress enough how incredible of a doctor this woman is. I did want to go for a female surgeon. I don't know why, but I thought, seeing as it's boobs, I wanted a woman to take care of me. And when I tell you, I have never in my entire life, and I have had a lot of procedures in terms of aesthetics. So I've had Botox, I've had a filler. I mean, I've dissolved all of my filler now. Literally, even my lips are all dissolved, which you saw in my video. But I've never had the level of professionalism that Dr. Kat showed. This is not sponsored by any means. I paid for everything myself. We researched ourselves. We did all of that ourselves. But she's so professional, so vigilant, and actually to the point where it's almost too vigilant, where you feel like, oh my God, if I do anything, it's going to dismantle her work. She is absolutely phenomenal. I put all her details here, and she really cares about her patients. So what we decided to do is 250C under the muscle, fully under the muscle, and just a moderate profile. So this is what it looks like on the side for you to see, and this is what they look like from the front. So that's what we're working with. For reference, it gives me a full D cup. That's what I am. Currently, I am a 32 double D. I didn't want to go any bigger, just purely on the basis that I'm 5'3". I'm roughly 145 pounds. So I felt like this frame was as big as I wanted to go without being a bit too big for my back, for my core. You have to walk around with this. You have to live with this. And because I train so much, I didn't want something too significant for my shape. And I feel like it's almost like the perfect amount of volume for what I wanted. By the way, this top is soft motion. It's coming now, and it's got a racer back. Just thought I'd share that. More information. So you also have like different types of implant that you can get. You get like gummies, silicone, all of this type of stuff. I actually went for a little bit more of a natural feeling one rather than a hard, firm one. These are 2 weeks postpartum. That's why they are still significantly high, but they do drop and fluff. So what happens after 6 months is they drop a little bit more and they fluff. So that means they become a little bit more texturized. I know this is TMI, but I just want to give you all the information. I can still feel everything. So I can feel my nipples. I'm not desensitized. My scar is so minimal. It's probably like this big, give or take, underneath, barely can see it. And then you can do like laser, ointment treatment, etc. over time. I do have a scar on the side of my boob here, but that was because I had a tumor on the right side of my breast that I had to significantly remove. It was the size of a golf ball. I'm not sure if you guys remember. So I do live with a scar here, and I do want to get that lasered off eventually. But those are kind of the top line information. The things that really helped my recovery, because everyone has asked me, how have you recovered so quickly? First of all, I just don't know what it is. I swear to God, I don't know what it is. I don't know why I recover so quickly from things. From pregnancy, from my boob job, like every time I just recover rapidly. And I don't know if it's because of the lifestyle that I live, the food that I eat, I don't know what it is, but basically I didn't have to wear a compression bra. I just wore a clasped maternity bra that actually was quite comfortable and easy. But the recovery has been really, really great. I will say the first 4 days were extraordinary pain. On a threshold of pain tolerance being 10, like pain being the max 10, I was an 8 at the first, second and third day. I was just groggy, the anesthesia was wearing off. It was so tender to touch. I couldn't even raise my arms. They do say to keep your arms quite still because you run the risk of just real problems from happening. I think one is called like capsule contraction and stuff like that. I am very expressive, so as you can see, I keep using my arms, which is not the right thing to do. But I will say, be prepared for those first 4 days because they are significantly painful. So I actually bought a pregnancy pillow, which saved my entire life. And I was just sleeping upright and it was just fantastic. In terms of other things that I did for recovery, I drank fresh pineapple juice every single day. I would drink literally like 750 milliliters of pineapple juice pressed fresh. I made, well, my grandma, sorry, Hayden, 1, 2, 3. My mother-in-law made a stack of them for me. I love her so much, but she made a stack of them for me. So I'd have a fresh one every single morning. Arnica, I took so much arnica, from literally pure ointment in my tongue, which was disgusting, to pills, to even arnica tea. That really, really, really helped. I was also on antibiotics just to avoid any problems from happening, infections. So I would say 4 days is where you're going to feel like absolute shit. Make sure that you are eating well, make sure that you are drinking pineapple juice, make sure that you're doing all the things that you can control to mitigate. I took a lot of painkillers because I was just not feeling right. After the 4th day, I felt significantly better. You're very swollen, but you do feel significantly better. So that's when I started noticing myself. I could go on walks and I could use my arms more. But that was a huge difference. But this is the moment where you get tricked. So I would say just continue to go steady and be slow. So that is kind of it. I can't think of anything more. If you have any more questions, just pop them down in the comments below and I will answer as many as I possibly can. But I am so unbelievably happy with my decision. I know plastic surgery can be very subjectively taboo. Like if you care, you care. If you don't really care what people do. This isn't the final surgery I'm actually getting. I'm getting one more surgery at the end of the year and I am actually gonna get my nose done. I've been thinking about getting my nose done since the age of 14. And I know that everyone's like, don't do that, but like, I just don't care about people's opinions. I found a doctor that I absolutely love that specializes in noses. He doesn't do a bunch of other different weird surgeries. He just specializes in noses. I am very nervous about it. I think this is the surgery that I'm actually very anxious about, but I'm ready for. I've been thinking about it since I was 14. I'm now 31 and it's time. I'm ready, I'm confident, and I'm okay with dealing with any other implications, I guess. So I know a lot of judgment is going to come my way there, but you know what? My body, my choice, my money, my decision, and it's okay. I'll deal with it, but I have to live with this every single day and I feel very insecure about it. And I've tried to wait as much as I possibly can, but now being in my 30s, that was my cutoff period. If I still wanted to get those 2 surgeries by the age of 30, I was going to get them done. But I didn't do them beforehand because I was waiting for that moment in my life. So that is it. We are actually going to be heading off to New York. So this next part of the vlog, you get to see the retail space. You get to see so many new things coming your way for Honor Active. But I hope that you enjoyed the information and the download on me getting my tits done. And I love them. They make me feel so sexy. I'm not gonna lie, like when I'm naked, I actually am like, superficial, high maintenance, plastic, fake, correct. Do I care? No. Anyways, let's get into the other segment of this vlog. Mwah. Hey guys, you're actually in New York with me. I've actually traveled here because I have an incredibly important meeting with incredibly important people, and I can't even actually comprehend that I'm in New York and I am meeting people that are gonna literally propel Honor to this next level that I didn't even ever foresee. But I'm also in New York because we're gonna be looking at our new retail spot. I haven't signed the lease yet, but I'm so close, and I'm gonna be with our interior designers. I'm gonna be with my team. And I was on the plane on the way here, and I literally just had like such a surreal moment that, fuck, if I gave up every single time I wanted to quit, every single time I got uncomfortable, every single time I had no's, every single time people told me that they didn't want to work with me, or every single time I failed, I wouldn't be here. And by the way, there is absolutely nothing special about me. There is nothing more special about me than there is about you. Like, fundamentally, we're all the same. And if a gun was gonna hit us, it would kill us the same, and we would be dead the same, and we leave everything behind the same. But I genuinely believe it's because I never stopped, and I just stayed consistent, and I just picked myself up every single time something or someone or whatever happened knocked me down. And the thing is, with people like me, I call us like grinders. Like, when you just grind, you feel like a day off is you going backwards as opposed to going forwards, and you know you need a day off, but you don't understand the principles of balance because you're just a grinder. With people like that, it is so important to remember in moments like this to pause and remember how far you've come, and remember that every single time I had a knockdown, I picked myself back up. No one else did. I did that for me. Okay, people come and go, and I love the people around me, but they come and go, and I picked myself back up. And this is your reminder to stop waiting to be saved, to stop waiting for something to happen for you. If you believe in something so much and you believe that you can do it better than anyone in the game, you better grind. You better get yourself back up. Believe there's going to be many no's, but you're the kind of person who's going to step back up, dust the dirt off your shoulders, and you're going to keep on going, because I'm no more special than you are. The difference is, it's just someone in a specific position that you want to be in just kept going, just kept grinding, just kept taking those blows and those no's, and was like, cool, no problem. I'm going to show up next time. I'm going to show up bigger. I'm going to show up better. I'm going to grind more. I'm going to hustle more. I'm going to do this whole thing more. And yeah, sure, luck plays into it and whatever, but no, you're going to make this happen for yourself. You're going to do this for yourself. You're going to make this happen for yourself. And the only thing I ask from you is that you take a step back and you just show yourself a bit of gratitude, and you show your life a bit of gratitude, and you just take it all in and just remember, like, shit, I made this happen. I did this for me. I picked myself back up, and I love where I'm at. And be okay with the downfalls, because you're going to get back up, and you know you're going to get back up. And it's one of those things where I'm like, I know I'm a bad bitch. I just need 5 minutes to have a cry, and then I'm going to come back into my game. And so that's the way I think now. I'm like, I know I'm going to be okay. Just give me 5 minutes to cry, and then I'm going to be back to hustling. It's just crazy, because I was on the plane and I was like, what the fuck is happening. Like, I'm gonna have a retail store in New York and I have all these things happening, and wow. And then I just had a moment of gratitude. And I just remembered all the times that I actually just had really difficult moments this year, and so many no's were being thrown my way and so many things were going wrong, and I just was like, I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. I didn't come this far to come this far. I am not giving up. I'm excited, and I'm excited to show you the space, and I'm excited for you to see what we're working on. And I just also want to say thank you, because you believed in me, and that also gave me so much confidence. And sometimes you just need one person to believe in you in order for you to know that you can do it. Also, my new tits swelled a lot on the plane, and I was panicking. I was actually legit panicking. I was like swelling. But I'm okay now. All good. I'll see you in the morning. Okay guys, I went and had my hair washed and blow dried. She done such a good job. I literally had to wake up at like 6:30 a.m. It was the only place in New York that could do it at 7 a.m. but she killed it. And then this is my little fit of the day. I'm wearing a Reformation shirt. And then these little tighter jeans, I call them smart jeans, are from Stroud? No, S-T-A-U... Staud?
S-T-A-U-D.
S-T-A-U-D, I can't even pronounce it. And then these little pumps are Manolos, and then I thrifted them. And I love them so much. They were the perfect size. Thrifted them, they were cheap, but I actually adore them. And then this is my little blazer, and then my bag from the Row, which has all this crap in it. And I just love it. I love this fit today. It's just clean, simple, put together, but not too try hard. I think the jeans just make it look a little bit more chilled. So we are off because we have a really big meeting with a bunch of bankers who I've learned so much from. Very grateful for them in this process and journey. I've also had incredible interviews this morning with people to do with the retail space. So much is going on. I'm going to show you the retail space tomorrow. You're going to die. It is beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's literally in Soho, New York, and it's just the most stunning place. I feel like when I saw this place, I was like, this is the one, this is it. It's almost when you're trying to find an apartment or a house or whatever, and you just, when you know, you know. And I was looking at 5 of them before that one, and I hated all of them, and I was like, oh my God, we're never gonna find a place. And then when I saw this one, it wasn't even in our agenda, but when I got speaking to the guy, I said to him, this is how I envision it, this is how I want the smell, the sound, the people, this is what the vibe is. And he was like, bear with me, I'm gonna make a call. I think I found a place that you're gonna love. It wasn't on the agenda, but I think you're gonna love it, and it's a bit more expensive. I was like, doesn't matter, show me it. If I love it, we'll make it work. So I'm gonna show you that tomorrow, but for now, it's time for some big girl meetings. You and I are both in the new Honor Active retail space in New York. Oh my God, hold on. There we go. We're in the space. Can I show you around? This is just the bare bones. Nothing's changed, but look how pretty she is. And I'm with my interior designer, I'm with my team, I'm with my architectural director, all the people and the people and the people and the people. But ready? 3, 2, 1. Look at this space. So then you're gonna walk in. We're obviously gonna gut it all, but I just love the high ceilings. All of this, I envisioned it to be a softbox light. So when you come into any Honor store as a woman, every mirror that you see and put yourself in front, you're just gonna look beautiful in it. That was like a non-negotiable for me, so I'm working with a light director. The other thing that I want to work with is a scent director, so when you walk in, it smells a specific way, and eventually I want to bottle that scent up. So this will be potentially like the coffee area and the recharge area. And then over here, we're thinking of a functional way to make this, obviously the changing rooms. Please bear in mind, this is all going to look exceptionally different, but the bones of it is incredible. And yeah, I'm just so excited, you guys, you have no idea. and then the checkout point. So yeah, I'm excited. And look, oh my God, have you got things for me?
Yeah.
Tiles to pick from, resin to choose from. Some resin to choose from. I always wanted a softer material in our stores, and resin was something that I was shown, and I kind of fell in love with it purely for the frosting. And it reminded me of our poly bags, so our shipment bags, our new ones that we're doing. Each one of your garments come in this like frosted material, so it was like a nod to that, and just thinking about that 360 branding and marketing as best as we can. We're also thinking about all of the edges being a bit more softer and curved. Stainless steel is like a big one that we're working with. As you guys know, gray is like the honor color, and the reason I decided to go for this really beautiful light to mid gray was because it reminded me of iron and strength. And if you know anything about the origin story of Honor Active, it was built on strength, mental and physical strength. Women lifting, you don't have to lift them 100 million pounds, you don't have to lift 200 kg, but even if you're in a Pilates class, studio, mat work, you are lifting something. You're lifting yourself, you're lifting your spirit, your mind, you're lifting your body. So that's why I chose that really beautiful gray, and I really want to trademark that gray. So I'm going to try and perfect it with the team, nail it, and speak to Pantone about it. Because Pantone, if you're watching, call a girl up. Let's hit it up. But yes, you'll catch me here for the next couple of hours.